I am speaking with
Mark Ragan, CEO, Ragan Communications.
Mark. You are passionate about brand journalism exactly like I am passionate about brand journalism, but there is a specific area that you think all companies need to embrace, and that is?
I think companies should be creating media outlets out of their brand. I think companies should be taking their niche, whatever niche they dominate, whether it's healthcare or specialty steel products, and create news sites and own the niche, own their own niches, cover their own industry, become trade publishers in effect.
That's an excellent point. Now, let me ask, create the dividing line. How do I create the news niche and not the marketing copy website?
Well, you can't. In the principles of brand journalism as they're being developed really says you can't market. You can't market directly. If you start marketing directly, you're going to lose any credibility. And remember, unlike a general circulation news site, you've got a little bit of a road to hike to begin with because people aren't going to trust you in the beginning. They're going to say, wait a minute, you work for this hospital. How am I supposed to believe in your content? So you really got to work against that natural skepticism. And the way you do that is by not marketing, by giving useful, compelling, helpful information I like to call refrigerator journalism. And refrigerator journalism is that whole idea that it's so useful and so helpful to you in your everyday life that you want to clip it out and put it on the refrigerator. And that is what will build trust with your readers. And the more they trust you, the more they're not going to care that you're a brand that's actually putting out this news site.
That's an awesome point. They get to the point where they don't think that you are a brand putting out the... Is there a good point, or is there a good sort of like switch over to, oh, by the way, we have a solution for XYZ?
I don't necessarily think there has to be. In other words, take American Express's open forum. American Express was one of the first companies to do this. They created a site for small businesses that includes blogs, all sorts of helpful content, and a community. Well, they became so useful to their customers who kept coming back for more and more information on how to manage their small business that the next step was just to say, well, we've got this service that might interest you. Did they have to do that directly? No, because the holy grail, in my mind, what makes brand journalism worth doing is you become part of their workflow. An open forum becomes part of the workflow of small businesses. So it's natural for them then to become an American Express customer. Same with, say, a hospital site. Maybe it's a local hospital with, serving one neighborhood. Think of all the things that hospital can do, creating hyper-local news. So if there's a news on, say, new prostate cancer diagnosis techniques or something, you quote your prostate cancer surgeon and then build that around the national story.
That's an excellent point. Mark, thanks so much for your time.
Sure, anytime.